It's been nearly a year since coronavirus began its spread, seeping into every aspect of our lives and coloring every experience. We want to believe that life can only get better, but new data is actually telling a different story. So just what could our post-COVID world look like? Not what we'd hope, and the predictions are profound. Take a look. It has infected about 91 million worldwide, killing nearly 400,000 in America alone, leveling our healthcare system, decimating our economy, and robbing us of any sense of normalcy.
COVID-19's impact is still only beginning to be fully realized, and now a new forecast is in. A paper released by a multidisciplinary team of scientists, published by the University of California, Los Angeles, predicts damaging social and psychological shifts, rattling the nerves of an already ravaged country. They believe instead of a baby boom, we can expect a baby bust. Its predicted birth rates will drop as planned pregnancies decrease in response to the global health crisis. People will defer marriage and kids, leading some nations' populations to shrink. They predict that reduced birth rates will further impact our economics, affecting job opportunities and support for our aging and elderly populations. It's forecasted people will stay single longer, and relationships forged under these trying times will not survive. They expect gender equality will nosedive and blame the rise of unequal division of household labor and child care responsibilities. With virtual learning becoming the norm around the nation, more mothers are being forced to choose family over career. This will potentially set up a 1950s gender role rewind that can lead to an uptick in social conservatism, eroding years of progress. While these predictions are largely based in evolutionary science, is there hope we can untangle what's thought to be hardwired? Can our COVID-19 world be saved?
Welcome, professor and evolutionary psychologist from the University of California, Los Angeles, Dr. Martie Haselton, and board-certified psychiatrist, dating and relationship expert, and host of Marriage Boot Camp, Dr. Ish. Dr. Haselton, let me start with you. You're the senior author on this paper, and it's got a lot of people scratching their head and getting a little worried. It feels like a doomsday scenario. So talk to me about how you came up with these predictions.
When the pandemic first struck and everybody went on to lockdown, I got together a group of a dozen evolutionary scientists, people from across a broad spectrum of expertise, including evolutionary medicine, evolutionary biology, evolutionary psychology like me. And we just put our heads together and asked ourselves, what are the insights that we can glean from our areas of expertise that will help us make sense of what's happening?
So, Dr. Ish, a very interesting paper. Like I said, a lot of things not looking too great. We're talking about the erosion of gender norms, which is a problem. And people are into this kind of psychological fall, dropping birth rates we're expecting. When you hear these predictions, how do you see it?
I see it like life in 3D, right? It sounds very dystopian, very distressing, and flat out depressing, to be honest with you. I agree with some of the predictions, but we've got to remember life is not happening in a vacuum, right? When you release humans who've been in captivity for all of 2020 back into the wild, they start to do some unpredictable things. So there is truth, though, in that reverting back to some of those traditional and antiquated roles, right? This pandemic has really kind of kicked us back a million years back to that caveman mentality, right? How was the world? It was a world about scarcity. It was a world about danger out there. So the caveman mentality says, listen, we can't go out there because there are woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers and tar pits, right? And so the cave husband said, hey, cave wife, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this club and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to get some food. You stay here with the cave kids where it's nice and safe, and maybe put some cool drawings up on the wall when I get back and bring home this beast, right? So now, fast forward to 2020, yeah, it's another scary world out there. So we don't have woolly mammoths, but we got a saber-toothed Rona running around, and nobody knows how to fight this thing. We got to have dinner tonight, so I guess I got to suit up and grab my club and go get some grocery store tonight.